The realization hit me at 3 a.m. I was at my kitchen table, surrounded by files and notes and the growing web of evidence that pointed to Pier Aberdeen, when I suddenly went cold. He was watching. If Aberdeen had built a backdoor into the surveillance system, if he could see any camera at any time, track any person on the island, then he could see me. He could see Burke. He could see everyone I talked to, everywhere I went, everything I did. He'd been watching the whole time. I stood and walked to my window. The fog was thick tonight, obscuring the streetlights, turning the harbor into a gray void. Somewhere out there, cameras were recording. Somewhere out there, a man was watching. Had been watching since the moment I arrived on Ravenshore. I called Burke. "I need you to come over, now." He heard something in my voice and didn't ask questions. 20 minutes later, he was at my door. "What's wrong?" I led him into the kitchen, to the map on the wall, to the files spread across the table. "The back door," I said. "Aberdeen's back door. It's not just for surveillance, it's for protection." "What do you mean?" "He can see everything, every camera on the island, every piece of data in the system." I pointed to the map. He knew when Megan started digging into the code. He knew when she got close to finding him, and he knew when I started investigating. Burke's face changed. "You think he's been tracking you?" "I think he's been tracking everyone." I sat down heavily. The frame-up, Danny Vance, it all happened right when I was getting close, right when I started asking questions about Victor Pardieu, about the company connections. It wasn't a coincidence. It was a distraction. He saw you coming. He saw me coming before I even knew I was going anywhere. I rubbed my face. Think about it. Every dead end we hit, every wall we ran into, what if it wasn't just bad luck? What if someone was steering us away from the truth? Burke sat down across from me. His face was troubled. "The witnesses," he said slowly. "Tommy Whitmore, Claire Mendez, they came forward right when we needed them. Coached or paid or threatened." I pulled out the witness statements. "Aberdeen grew up with the Vance family. He knows people in the harbor, knows how to manipulate them." He pointed Tommy at Danny. He told Claire what to say. "And the knife? Planted. The fingerprint could have been transferred from something else Danny touched. Aberdeen had been giving him electronics to sell for months. He had access to anything Danny had handled." Burke was quiet for a long moment. "If you're right," he said finally, "then Aberdeen has been running this island for 20 years, watching everyone, controlling everything, eliminating anyone who got too close." "I am right. And right now, he's probably watching us through a camera I can't see, listening to a conversation I thought was private." The words hung in the air between us. "What do we do?" I looked at the map, at Aberdeen's photo in the corner, at the web of strings connecting him to everything. "We can't let him know how much we know," I said. "We keep investigating, but we do it carefully, off the grid. No electronic communication, no meetings in public places with cameras. And when we have enough, we move on him, fast, before he can prepare." Burke nodded slowly. "The chief? I'll talk to the chief. She knows something's wrong with this case. She gave me access to the security audit." I met his eyes. "But we can't involve too many people. Anyone who knows is a target." "Sarah," Burke's voice was heavy, "if Aberdeen is as dangerous as you're saying, if he killed 2 women and framed a man for it, what makes you think he won't come after you?" I'd thought about that, a lot. "He hasn't yet. That means he's waiting, watching to see what I do, whether I'm actually a threat." I stood and walked to the window. The fog pressed against the glass. "He's been hiding for 20 years. He's good at it. But he's also careful, too careful to act unless he's sure he needs to. And if he decides he needs to," I turned to face Burke. "Then I'll be ready." That night, after Burke left, I walked through my apartment and looked for cameras. I didn't find any, not inside. But outside, mounted on a streetlight 50 yards away, there was a small dome. One of the municipal security cameras that Victor Pardieu's company had installed throughout the island. Watching my front door. Watching me. I stood at my window and looked at it. Let him see me seeing it. Then I pulled the blinds closed. He knew I was coming, and now I knew he knew. The game had changed.